Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. I'm Chuggy2009, and today I'm off to Huber Heights, Ohio, where we're going to pick up a nice new Avani portable fume extractor for the shop. So a little bit of background here. A little while back, I guess, Avani contacted me and they told me who they were and what they wanted to send out. I was like, oh, that's cool, but what the heck is an Avani? And I started looking around on their website, and that's when it dawned on me that they are the company that made the fume extraction system that my old high school had in its welding shop, or lab, I guess they called it. And so I've actually used them before, and they do work. You know, it's pretty cold in Ohio. It's actually just above zero today. We're in winter. And my junior year of welding was my teacher's last year. You know, he was old, he retired. And so we'd keep all the doors closed just to keep warm, and the entire shop would start to fill with smoke, you know, generated by about 16 kids stick welding. And he'd be like, we have particulate matter in the air, you put down your fume hoods. I can still hear him yelling at us, and we would, and it would clear right up. So I'm kind of excited to see this thing. I understand it's the SPC 2000, and we're only about 10 miles away from the FedEx terminal, so we should be there in no time. We're almost there. However, this is going to be interesting because I'm told the entire package you're sending weighs a little over 1,000 pounds. And actually the reason why we're going to pick it up is because I have no way to get that out of the back of a FedEx truck. And I'm going to have fun getting it out of the back of my truck. Yeah, so let's get this thing back to the farm. Yeehaw. Customer pickup and drop off. Yes, I'm definitely in a genuine FedEx depot. And I'm guessing I'm supposed to go in there. That's awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Fragile, top heavy. Woohoo! I like it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so everything seems to be going pretty well so far. We're just on our way home down here. And basically, I had to stop a little while back. Ooh, mail truck. I had to stop a little while back and actually remove all the plastic off of this thing, simply because it was acting like a gigantic sail. For instance, I'd just be driving along and we'd hit a gust of wind. I'd feel the entire front of the truck lurch up like that. It was really sketchy. But as you can see, we are taking the back roads home because it's really windy out here to begin with. And you figure if you're driving 70 miles an hour on the interstate, you're going into well over 100 miles an hour of wind. So yeah, we're getting pretty close. I'm looking forward to figuring out how the heck we're gonna unload this thing. seems to be going together pretty well. The only minor issues I've had are that this arm was really loose, and so I just tightened up these bolts with a 7/8 wrench. Seems to be solved. And also this gray plastic thing popped off. Probably happened during shipping, I don't know. But I just had to tighten up a hose clamp, and we're good. Alright. I have to figure out how to position that yellow thing 12 inches from my welding area, because that's what the manual said. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we got 90 PSI dialed in on our regulator, and I just got it plugged in. Now, one thing I will say is that this machine came with an awesome manual. It was very detailed, it had a lot of pictures in it, and I thumbed through it, but I didn't really follow the directions in it or anything. I pretty much just started bolting stuff together. So this is the moment of truth, and let's hope it works. That is awesome! Let's see if we got suction, YouTube. Yep, it's pulling some air. Oh yeah. That is cool. I also bet it's the last time that's actually yellow up in there. Yeah, you know, you really would expect one of these units to be like an epic tornado vortex-like thing, but they're not. It doesn't really take a lot to move smoke. I mean, if you've ever had a campfire or something going, just the slightest little breeze blows it straight into your eyes. And I mean, I guess it's the same concept with welding smoke. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to move it. So I guess there's really only one thing left to do now, and that's to fire up the stick weld and try it out, see how much air it can really move. So we now know that this machine performs absolutely beautifully when you're stick welding with it. But what happens if you're MIG welding and maybe you want some fume extraction action? So, you know, my main concern is this thing's just going to suck away the shielding gas. But, you know, in theory you shouldn't have a problem with this because, you know, MIG doesn't like any real kind of paint or rust or anything like that. However, maybe you're MIG welding on the back side of something that's, you know, powder coated on the other side. That smells really bad when you weld over it. And so that's what we're going to do. Basically, I just picked up this brand new HTP MIG welder. I'm actually in the midst of shooting the video about that. And I just have some random scrap metal here put together. So basically, let's come over here, crank up the old Avani again. And we're going to see if this thing will leave your shielding gas alone. Oh yeah. Some serious air through here with the old Avani, and as you can see, I do need to get this welder dialed in a little bit more. I got lots of spatter going on, but keep in mind I have maybe 10 minutes of under the hood time with it. And but what's important for this is there's no evident lack of shielding there. Yeah, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, YouTube, so it's a little bit later in the evening. I actually took a dinner break, and while I was doing that, I studied the manual for this beautiful creation, at which point I discovered that we don't actually need compressed air for normal usage, and actually that entire MIG welding bit you just saw was filmed without the use of compressed air. So, but basically the whole compressed air thing is really just a recording feature, And now I look like an idiot and I wish I would have read the manual. However, let's see here. Manual tells us exactly what we'll use this for. Alright, this is the basic maintenance you'd have to do on one of these units pretty much every time you use it. So, okay, here we go. Operation, filter cleaning. Attach compressed air to the unit for cleaning purposes at a source pressure of 90 psi. Let's see. The pulse cleaning button is used for filter cleaning and for maximum effectiveness should be used as follows. The unit should be powered off, we did that, and the button pushed 1 to 2 times. Okay, cleaning as noted should be performed daily or as any decrease in vacuum pressure is observed. If pressure exceeds 4.5 on that gauge and a decrease in vacuum is observed, the unit should be powered off and the button pushed 1 to 2 times. So basically when it's not working right, give that a couple pushes, and if operating vacuum is weak after manual pulsing, remove the metal filter, clean, and reinstall. Brilliant! Okay, well, I'm tickled pink with this thing, YouTube. You know, we tried it out. I did everything I could think to try with it. It doesn't suck away shielding gas, at least when you're MIG welding, and works flawlessly stick welding. You know, like I said, it doesn't, I'm kind of surprised it didn't pull away any noticeable amount of shielding gas, but come to think of it, I mean, like I said earlier, when you're sitting around the campfire, it doesn't take a lot of wind to blow the smoke directly into your eyes, and when you're running the old Avani, I guess it doesn't take much vacuum to pull the welding smoke away, so works beautifully. I'm totally thrilled with it, so big thank you to our newfound friends over at Avani Environmental. I will put a link to this, to the webpage for this unit in the description, and everybody else, thanks for watching, and yeah, this is going to be in plenty of videos to come. Now, cool story time. When I was at the FedEx depot, getting this thing strapped down, I was like halfway through, I took a picture of it and posted it on my Facebook fan page, and I said basically whoever guesses what it is correctly gets a shout out in the video, and here we go. Okay, so a few people said something similar to Fume Extractor, but the first one to actually use the words Welding Fume Extractor was Mr. Matthew Pickering. So thanks for playing in the great What's in the Back of Stretch's Truck Championship of 2 days ago. Other honorable mentions said something before him that were kind of close to Welding Fume Extractor, and they are Wes Robbins, Henry Coe, and Jake Mersikasa. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, which I'm pretty sure I just did. But anyway, yeah, there you go. And feel free to check out my Facebook page for more. I'm going to have fun generating smoke with this thing and trying it out. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Yeehaw! Stretches Airlines.